Is this thing on? Hi, this is Enes. You're joining me live in my new room, and today I'll be briefly discussing my experience as a Bill Leininger summer justice intern at Working Partnerships. First off, how has this internship made me feel more mature or more grown? I'd like to say that before embarking on this internship, I'd done a variety of other political work, and I had also been with Working Partnerships. So it wasn't all too unfamiliar, but I definitely wasn't so used to this much structure, in the sense that this internship felt a lot more like a real job rather than, something you do on the side. And I really did appreciate that, and I do believe it challenged me in the best way. Time management was something that I especially found in myself to develop over time, because it's a short internship relatively and there's a lot to cover. So I felt like as the weeks went on, I got better at maximizing the time I had, which was a great example of growth. Quick change of scenery. How has this internship made me feel more like a leader or a community organizer? Well, first off, I was the campaigns intern, so there was a lot of leadership on that front. I was responsible for kind of supporting a fast food Know Your Rights workers campaign, and I feel like taking charge more personally and more professionally in something that I'm already ambitious about made me feel very confident in my skills to lead something, because I felt like I had more authority over the general outcome with the amount of effort that I was able to put in with the resources that were given to me throughout the internship. So I guess it's like an arc of passion to availability of resources to ultimately change, and I felt like I witnessed all of it in my time here. I'm really giving you guys the full experience here. How the workshops feel and what do I want to create next? I guess they're very conjunct. When one typically thinks of an internship, I guess an academically educational component, such as in this internship, doesn't really come to mind, and I honestly absolutely loved it. It felt like at no point in the internship I had nowhere to reference. I had very tangible points to go off of, because the discussion style workshops that we held were so easy to kind of follow through, and therefore so easy to make something out of. After every workshop, I kind of had an idea of what I could do in that specific field, be it communications or marketing or community organizing or canvassing. And I am personally more interested in the future, at least, humanitarian work and specifically publicity. And I feel like the workshops gave me a very tangible start to how I could incorporate all these media strategies and very real data to a more digestible and human form. Finally, what is the path ahead for me and my advice for future interns? Well, I'm set to start school in August, and I guess I'll just be pursuing my passion for international humanitarianism with a lot more rigor now that I'll have more time in my hands. My advice for future interns: don't feel pressured to know everything, and don't feel pressured to show up perfectly with no exception all the time. I know that securing an internship or working in an organization that's so on the money, so well designed, is intimidating and equally fascinating, but there's a whole team of people, your manager, whoever's running the internship, that are there for you. They're a resource for you. And if something is out of rails, you shouldn't feel like you're supposed to fix it all on your own, or not affect your personal life balance. It is okay to ask for grace or assistance. I've personally found that it really boosts my own work ethic and my enjoyment from work, because I'm not constantly stressed out by something. I'm by keeping the people that I'm working with in the loop, not only do I receive support, but I also receive a lot of guidance and grace when necessary. So definitely take advantage of that. I've loved my time here at Working Partnerships. Thank you everyone for, making me part of this year's cohort, and power to the people, truly.